Hi, everyone, and welcome to the August Plan with me. I know if you're like me, you were surprised that today is August 1st. I don't know why. I, for some reason, thought August 1st was on Friday. So this whole week, I was like, it's not till Friday. It's not till Friday. And then last night, I was like, oh, it's tomorrow. It's today. So, anyways, so before we get started, just wanted to say sticker camp is on sale. I'm really excited about this because one, today is National Planner Day, and there's like this whole group of inner like circle. I don't want to say clicky, but I kind of feel like it's high school. I don't know. National Planner Day, there's like a website. I don't know who bought it, but I've written to them multiple times. I'm going to say it's been like 6 years. They never write me back. I'm just not cool enough, I guess, to be part of their friend group. But either way, so I'm just doing my own Planner Day celebration. So I have sticker camp. Now, sticker camp usually before, because honestly, I was just trying to get Squarespace to work and I couldn't get it to work and the site and all that silliness. Anyways, now that I'm on Podia, everything is better. And so Squarespace, not Squarespace, Sticker Camp is on sale. It is super cheap right now, like just intro price. You get everything. So if you've never done Sticker Camp, it is, I'll tell you exactly what's inside of it. But inside of Sticker Camp, you are going to get a lot of cool things. One, you're going to get the replays. So there are two replays. So when I first did Sticker Camp, AI tools kind of sucked, right? Like I say this all the time, like they weren't that great. They were kind of blah. And so because of that, I didn't really talk about AI tools. I was like, yeah, if you want to use them, but really you should learn how to draw. And I was on this huge mission to learn how to draw. So fast forward a couple of years, the only thing I know how to draw is the same things that I knew how to draw before, which is word art, right? So I've always loved calligraphy and I just naturally just love doing that. So have I ventured out to do all the other things that I wanted to? I really have not. So, and to learn how to draw is, I don't, it does help to have talent. I have zero, but I still think you could learn stuff just from practicing. And I have not done any practice of any kind. So, I'll do the basic lessons and then that's kind of it. I won't really do much more. So anyways, what was I going to say? So inside of Sticker Camp, you're going to get that first replay, which is, telling you to draw. And then I did a refresh this year and I talked about all the AI tools that you could use to make stickers because they are better. And you're also going to get, there's a workbook. It's 16 pages. You'll get all the slides. There's 75 pages of slides because anytime you hear me talk, even today, I don't even know, I think there's 60 slides. I am a talker. So you never have to worry she's holding some information back. There's something secret she's not sharing. I am an oversharer. So you're getting everything and you have the slides so you don't have to take notes. And then the sticker shop. So inside of Planner Fixers as well, we did a sticker shop challenge where we just talked about, getting your shop up and ready within 5 days. So you're going to get that whole challenge, which also includes all of the homework inside of there to get you up and running within 5 days. And then you have sticker tutorials. There's about 7 inside of there. And you're also going to get the DIY sticker equipment. So I did 4 different videos on different equipment if you wanted to DIY this at home, where to buy them, what to buy, how much they are, etc. So all of that is inside Sticker Camp. And you get bonuses too. So to help you get going, there are some sticker logo ideas, just six of them. And I made them in Canva. And so you can edit those, change the colors, whatever you want to do. There's some sticker sheets too. And now these were created originally before I discovered AI. So I created a sticker sheet for you that is 2 pages. They are hand drawn. Don't worry, they were not drawn by me since I have no drawing talent. I actually outsourced this to someone and I got the rights. Remember, I don't know if anyone remembers, this is 5 years ago. I had outsourced all these beautiful drawings for the wedding planners, the second pop-up shop or third one that I ever made. And this woman made these beautiful drawings for me, but because I forgot to get the sign off on owning the drawings, somehow she owned them and I was only licensed to use them or something weird like that. So I wasn't able to resell them. Anyways, I have learned from my mistakes. And this sticker sheet is 100% yours. You can use it, do whatever you want with it, sell it as yours, doesn't matter. So that's inside of there. Those are all hand drawn. And then there's sticker sheet checkout pages. So as you know, before I was on Podia, I was like in love. I still am. I really like Thrivecart. I still think it's a great solution. But Thrivecart is available to you as a checkout page. So there's a whole lesson in there on how to create a product in Thrivecart, how to fulfill it, and also a checkout page that you can just kind of edit with your own designs just to get you up and running. And then finally, there's a sticker shop banner, perfectly sized. This was part of the sticker shop challenge that we did in Planner Pixies, so that you can just have a sticker banner up and ready so you are ready to go. So all of that is inside of Podia. It is ready and available to you whenever you want. So that is on sale this week only, and then the price goes up on Sunday. So if you want that, make sure to get that. So let me just stop, see who's here. Karen. Hey, Karen. Yes, August. Who knew it was August? Hi, Starry. Who else is here? I relate to trying to learn how to draw and then not practicing things. I know, right? Like, unless you're like passionate about it, you can't do it. Like, the only thing I'm really passionate about that I do just for fun is calligraphy and word art. I don't know. It's just more satisfying. Like, it's like an instant gratification. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into August and talk about whatever it is I think I'm going to try to accomplish this month. And we'll also talk about last month and see if I accomplished anything last month as well. So here we go. All right. It actually hasn't been bad. So usually this time of year, I am just a big complaining machine. I mean, let's be honest. I'm usually complaining all the time about lots of things. But this year, it has been unusually pleasant. It has been so nice. Like, this is the number one reason why I moved to San Diego was the weather, like the pleasant weather. And it has been super temperate and mild this whole month. Like, it has not gotten into the 80s except maybe once or twice. So I don't even have to, like, I'm barely even running the AC. So it's been wonderful. And I also put it into Celsius for those of you who do not know. I think Canadians, British, Europeans, basically anyone outside the US is using Celsius. But anyways, it's 21 degrees Celsius. So what do I love about August? I mean, I do like corn. The corn's in season. And I made this mistake the other day, and mostly because I'm not like a big grocery person, but I bought white corn, not sweet corn, which does in fact taste different. The white corn was kind of tasteless, which I guess is normal because it doesn't say sweet corn, but I didn't know that. And so anyways, found that out the hard way. You would think that being from Illinois, I would know that, but I did not know that. Anyways, I love that the back to school office supplies are fully in stock. I don't know why. I always say like I want to get rid of stuff and declutter and be all digital, and then I start to miss paper. This is like a back and forth like love-hate thing I have going on. And then in the fall, I get super excited because there's so many school supplies like everywhere for kids. And I do enjoy going to the office supply store and just walking around and looking at office supplies. I don't know. I've always been like that. Anyways, I was going to say Summer Olympics, and I think that was just to be PC to say I really like Summer Olympics. I actually don't. I don't hate the Olympics or anything, but there's no universe in which I really want to sit around and watch other people doing sporty things. I don't know. It seems very counterintuitive to me. I think because I don't like watching sports either. Like, I feel like I should be doing sports or walking or running or I don't know, something other than just watching. I feel like I'm just watching other people exercise while I'm sitting on the couch and doing less. So yeah, I'm not really a big Summer Olympics person, and but I am excited about just hibernate. I was gonna like totally hibernate and get so much done, but it's really not that cold out, so it hasn't been that bad. All right, so there's a new workbook. It's 55 pages. So if you would like the workbook, and honestly, I should mention this too. If you join Planner Pixies, Sticker Camp is free. Like you've already had access to it. It's already in there. I just repackaged it for people who maybe just want Sticker Camp but don't want to join Planner Pixies. But if you join Planner Pixies, it's already in there. And you can get this workbook as well. So I feel like these illustrations are pretty decent. And I made these with AI. So I feel like, and again, Sure, I could have drawn something different if I knew how to draw, but I think the AI tools are doing just fine. So, anything AI can do that I don't have to learn the hard way sounds good to me. Anyways, so yes, so sticker camp, it is includes all the bonuses. It's on sale this week only. So just go to programs. It's that subdomain I have, programs.prettyfabulous.com, webinar-sticker-camp. And I think I put the URL in the description for this video too. So if you've never been here for a plan with me, welcome to a monthly planning session. So we are going to hopefully spend less than an hour. I say it's like going to be 30 minutes, but then I just start talking and I can't stop talking. So we're going to do a little housekeeping. We'll talk about July, wins, fails, do list, wish list. And I always talk about one. Like I really just think it helps you to focus more. It definitely helps me to focus more, to have like one word, one habit, one goal, like one thing that I want to work on. It's like crazy to me when I see those habit trackers and they'll have like, I don't even know. It's like a thing where you can fill out whether or not you did that habit every day. And it'll have like 20 or 30 lines. Like who has time to do 30 things every single day and remember them and check them off? I just think that's a little nutty. But anyways, and then we'll talk about August, which I'm really not doing a lot of planning now because I think I was complaining about Canva and how they're always saying they're going to do things and then they never do things. And then like, I was like, oh, actually I do that too. So I'm trying not to like like advertise things that I'm thinking of because I'm always changing my mind. So A Tracker, still my favorite tracking app. This has helped me like immensely to be more productive just because I'm tracking stuff. And so anyways, I did a huge decrease this month, 70 minutes per day, but this is, I think really because this is the first time ever that I took vacation. Like, I haven't taken a vacation since I want to say like 1990, okay, maybe not that far, 2019, I think was the last time I went to New York right before COVID and took a little vacation. So anyway, so what did I do on my vacation? If you were on my mailing list, I told you all about my vacation with my roommates, which I was super excited about. If you didn't know, I went to St. Mary's College. It is across the street from Notre Dame. It's their sister school. It's an all-women's Catholic college. So it's a very specific type of person that is probably interested in going to an all-women's Catholic school. It's funny, out of everybody in here, so everybody here is Catholic, except for me. And Kathleen, the one in the Barbie pink shirt, she also went to an all girls high school and like schools like her whole life. So I thought that was interesting. I thought like maybe she'd for sure be like dying to go to a non-women's only kind of school, but she went to a women's. So I think she was the only one. Maybe there were a couple others, but anyways, these are all of my roommates, and I was delighted to see all of them. There's only two missing. One was a roommate that I have that's in Houston, where I guess there's a bunch of, she didn't have power, and there's a bunch of hurricanes, and another roommate who is much more adventurous, and she was backpacking through Peru or Ecuador, or I don't know, somewhere exotic like that. So she was not able to go. But we stayed at a local B&B. It was nice because nothing was planned. Like we just kind of hung out. And to be fair, we all lived together before for 4 years, so we were totally used to hanging out together and sleeping in the same area. So that wasn't really a big deal. And we all got these really nice, I don't know if you can see them, these bracelets. So I shouldn't say we got them. Catherine bought them for all of us. And they're little dots and lines. I don't know if you can see that, but they're Morse code for 50 and fabulous, because we were all officially 50. So ironically, and I don't know if this is just a weird coincidence, the two people that weren't able to make it to hang out with us were only 49. They have birthdays in September and October. So I don't know, maybe that 1 year they were just too young to hang out with us. But anyways, all the rest of us are all 50, which is funny because I never thought we'd be that old, because we all met when we were like 18. Anyways, we all decided to do Apple Fitness, like sharing, because I'm usually always on. We all have iPhones except for Kathleen. Kathleen had an Android, and so it's weird because like I'm sad because I can't see Kathleen's activity. It's like fun to like stalk your roommates and your friends. I don't know. I found it fun. So we all kind of just track our workouts and see what everyone's doing every day. So anyways, oh, and we were at the botanical gardens here. I just did a little walk. Anyways, so the freebies page is done. I'm so excited. So that was my goal for this month, was to finish the freebies page. And so it was wasting a lot of time, and it was like filling me with a huge sense of dread because I had created it, as you can see over here on the left, in Squarespace. And I was like, oh, I can make this in Squarespace and it's going to be so great because Squarespace is so wonderful. Anyways, it was causing me a headache. I hated the design. I hated doing the layout. And so I just decided at the end of the day, it was easier just to go with the page that is already set up for you inside of Podia. I just put everything into the category freebies. It shows up on the freebies page and I'm done. So that was like 1,000 times faster than trying to make this over here on Squarespace and make it interesting and blah, blah, blah. So anyways, if you are looking for freebies, everything is up there. Now, mostly these are just these are courses of free. So Podia just changed so that you can add freebies as a digital download. So they're not showing up here. So I think I will have to like add a new section to this page that just has like the PDF download. So those are the only thing that's missing. So anyways, and plus I was able to get rid of some so I know this is crazy. I've had lead pages for, I don't even know, for over almost a decade now. And I might get rid of it only because now that I'm using Podia, I don't really need it because before I had to use Flowdesk or lead pages is like the landing page. And then it had to connect to Drip for the email, and then it had to connect to Squarespace to like deliver it. So it was like this whole thing, and then Amazon S3 to like, and now it's just one tool does everything. So anyways, we'll see. I'll think about that. I also dropped 2 lifetime bonuses. So Planner Pixies has 3 membership levels. It has the quarterly, which pretty much I think nobody joins anymore. It has the annual, which gives you VIP benefits. And then it has lifetime, which really didn't have, I mean, lifetime in and of itself is a bonus because you don't have to pay again. But I decided to add some new bonuses. So I joined 2 summits this year. I don't remember why. I think they just came in my inbox and I was like, I just need something new to do for a change. And because I think I can't even tell you, like the Squarespace thing was like so depressing. Anyways, so I was like, let me take a break from making Squarespace pages and just do this. So one of them was Selfies of the Future. So I have to so if you've never done a summit, when you are a participant, you turn those summit presentations and your downloads in like months ahead of time. So I gave everyone instant access to those so you didn't have to wait. And also you don't have to buy the actual summit in order to see my replay. So that was one thing. And then there were 2 downloads that I gave for that summit. And so everyone in Planner Pixies Lifetime got automatic access to that. So that was a 30-minute video plus the 2 PDFs. And then another Planner Pixies Lifetime bonus was a second summit that I did, which is the Typism Summit, which I think I'll send you a link. That opens, I think it already opened up, but that's not till like August 15th or something. So same thing, everyone inside of Planner Pixies Lifetime has already been able to watch the video. It's a 30-minute video, and they also got the Canva promo pack that went out with that video too, which everybody else, if you're not in Planner Pixies Lifetime, you could join Planner Pixies Lifetime, or 2, you could wait till the summit starts August 15th and then see it then. And I just dropped 10 new photos into the Planner Pixies annual. So that's an annual benefit, VIP bonus. And I just really like using AI text to image generator. It's like so fun. Anyways, so I curated, I know that I would like better planner, stationery, flat lay photos, and there just really aren't a lot out there. And the ones that are out there, I don't really like, they're too generic. Anyways, so this way with AI, I can just make what I want and then curate those and pick the best and then share them with you. So every month inside of Planner Pixies, You'll get 10 new AI generated stock photos, stock images that you can use. This month's theme was purple and pink, and pretty much those are like my favorite colors. We might try to get some different color themes. You can vote on those. And so anyway, so those dropped this month, and then next month there will be another 10 and another 10 and so on. So very excited to add this as a new benefit. I opened up a pre-made store last month. So I talked about this a couple months ago, that this was like a secret project. And again, basically, I think the root cause of all these projects is I was looking for anything besides working on my website, Squarespace, to do. But I felt guilty doing like watching TV. I'm like, let me just do something else. So anyways, so I made a shop of pre-made covers for witch cozies, because two things. One, making a contemporary cover is actually much more difficult and much harder. I said that. I'm saying the same thing. It's just tough, right? Making a contemporary cover, mostly because it needs to be drawn. You can't make it look flashy and like magical with smoke and fire and like glitter and glowing things and orbs. But with witch, like paranormal cozy mysteries, you can do all of that fun stuff. So anyways, the pre-made shop went live and 2 covers already sold. I'm very excited about that. And the nice thing, I think, this is just my opinion, is whenever you buy a pre-made cover, you have to email the designer with your title name, your author name, what tagline you want, all those things. And then you have to wait for them to make the changes and send it back to you. So with mine, you don't have to do that. You have control. You can change whatever you want and do it however you want, because I put these covers into Canva. So the only catch is the titles are not editable. So the titles, like if you look at Sea Witch over here, that was made, I just drew it, right? Like I love, like I say, the only thing I can draw is letters, right? And so if you keep changing your title, I have to keep changing it. And the way, like if you look at Sea Witch, it's perfect with the way that it's done with the fork and the letters. And if I have to change it to make it, I don't even know, which of underneath the sea, like that's a lot of letters and it's probably not going to fit, and the aesthetic's just going to look all off. So anyways, so when you get these covers, you can do one of 2 things. You can there's a tool now inside of Canva where it will guess what the text is and pick out an equivalent, kind of like that, what the font, where it guesses the font. And then you can just make your own letters, or you could just leave it as is. So anyways, I think what I'm going to do is expand these. So the next set of pre-made covers are going to be cover kits, where they also include the A+ content that's editable, paperbacks, audiobooks. I'm just going to make a best guess at those. And then also make some, Alana had suggested that I make a Facebook ad, I guess an ad if you want to put that, maybe just a Facebook post. And then also, is there anything else? I think that was it. So that's very exciting. These were just like a labor of love. Like these were just fun to make. And then I only posted 2 videos last month, and they were just for the Lisa Latte YouTube channel, because I was just so excited to talk about covers. So one was how to make your own book covers. It's just my 5-step process. And then the other one was the 12 typography tips and my favorite witchy. So if you're wondering what my favorite fonts are, you can get all of those for free. Now those are Xtiles downloads, and Xtiles it's kind of like Notion, but better because it's prettier, it's visual. I don't know, it's like a website. It seems 1,000 times easier for me to use than the other ones. So anyways, and I opened up the wait list for a witchy cover course, because I feel like there's like cover sales, for whatever reason, I think are just going down. People can't, I think it's this, here's my theory. There's this like mentality of, if you make stuff, you should just give yourself a raise because you deserve it and you feel like it. I don't know. There's like all of this weird mindset stuff going on. And sure, go ahead. But I think people are just pricing themselves out of the market, and people can't afford these covers. So like the last 2 covers I paid for that I really liked, they were like $1,200. And they were done by this wonderful cover designer. But realistically, I can't afford, that's like insane. I've never made that much money. I've never made that much money on any of my books. So I basically just have this really expensive hobby. So I think if you can learn how to make your own covers, a couple things. One, you could make covers just like me and sell them. There's plenty of room for like many designers to enter the market. I don't have that scarcity mindset. And also you could just save money and make your own covers or edit and design all of your own stuff. So anyways, so I'm very excited about that because it's going to teach you, just like my Adobe InDesign course, my planner course only teaches you what you need to do to make planners. This will, because Photoshop and Illustrator can do a million different things. We'll only talk about what you need them to do to actually make covers. Because I think anyone who has ever in their life tried to take a Photoshop course or even try to watch one of those free like 3-hour videos where they'll like do intro to Photoshop, it's really overwhelming. So I think this would be better if you're like, how do I create the glow behind her hair? How do I make the windows look bright and glowy? Like maybe that's all you want to know. And you're like, I don't need to know 20 different techniques in Photoshop and then try to figure it out. So anyways, that is what the course will be about, and I am very, very excited about this. Sorry. You look so young. Must have been maybe the group of the 50s. Aw, thanks. I like you that much more now. Yeah, I wish. All right, so what am I doing? Nope, wrong direction. Okay, so I actually went to an event this month. I moved here. You're going to laugh. I thought about moving to San Diego back in 2013, 2014 or whatever, when I was kind of thinking about writing. And I saw that Jonathan Mayberry hosts this writers coffee house at Mysterious Galaxy at like the first of every month. And so when I moved here, I just got busy and I didn't go. And then I asked, Alana, another writer friend, if she would go with me. And she's like, oh yeah, we'll go. And then we just never went because she has kids. So anyways, fast forward like 9 years I've been here, I still have never gone. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go. It's 3 hours and it'll be good practice. One, it's good practice for me just to be forced to sit somewhere for 3 hours, which whenever you have anxiety or panic attacks, I don't know why sitting someplace for a long time is like really tough. But it was fine. I was able to sit through the whole hours. Now, it was just a Q&A. Like this guy, Jonathan Mayberry, is a saint, first of all, because there were like crazy, like super basic questions. And then there were other people that were like answering for him or over. I don't know. It was just really long-winded. Like that's a long time, 3 hours to take out of your life every month just to help random strangers. And it was packed. There were like, I don't even know, like 25, 30 people there. And I know what you're thinking. I did think that for a second too. I was like, wow, maybe there's some hot single guys here. Everybody there looked like my dad. I don't know, even because now that I'm 50, obviously my dad's getting old, but they look like, I guess my dad in his 50s, if they were 50-ish, they look like my dad in his 60s, if they were 60. I don't know. It was just like nobody there I was attracted to. But anyways, but they were all very, very nice. But it was nonstop. There was no break. There was no chatting. There was just like a question. He would try to answer it or someone would try to answer for him. And then that was it. 3 hours of just sitting. So there was one guy there that I thought this was kind of funny. I don't know if this writer, it was like 95% men. He brought his girlfriend because I guess she couldn't bear to be without him for those 3 hours. And she literally just sat there and read a book for the whole 3 hours sitting next to him. I thought that was kind of weird, codependent. I'm not sure. I thought it was strange, but anyways, and then the only saving grace for this whole thing was someone brought a dog. One of his like co-hosts brought a dog. So I was like, every time the dog walked by, I was like, doggy. So, yeah. So anyways, this bookstore, Mysterious Galaxy, had a lot of hype about it. I guess it was in a different location. It was like in a strip mall before, and it's still in a strip mall. But anyways, it has only genre books, right? So there's no like, what am I trying to say? Like history books or children's books, right? It's just sci-fi, romance, mystery. Like that's kind of like, I think the nice part about it, but it's a small bookstore. So anyways, I went to afternoon tea with Kirsten, which I was excited because I have not driven out to see Kirsten in forever. Like I think 2 years. So I have seen her. So when Camila lived here, whenever we wanted to go see Kirsten, Camila would do all the driving. And then when she moved away to Colorado, I was like, well, she's obviously not going to drive me. So that was, I don't know, I think a year, almost a year, like earlier this year. And so I haven't seen Kirsten because I can't drive out there. And so now that I'm feeling better, like the anxiety is kind of going away, I drove myself out there. I was very excited. So, and I also drove to see my friend Paige, who I haven't seen forever. She's in New York. And fun fact, so Paige is a breakup coach. If anyone needs a breakup coach, let me know. I'll send her information. And she is dating a dating coach. I just thought that was kind of funny. Anyways, what else? Oh, so December 3rd is National Lisa Day. I know you're like, why are you bringing this up? So I was watching another YouTuber. I can't remember her name. I think her name is Alex Morgan. Or more, I can't remember. Anyway, she's a booktuber. It's crazy. She's very pleasant and nice. And she is like 20 something. She's vegan. And so she lives in Portland. She just has these like flowy kind of random videos. And so I just started watching her, and she was talking about name day, which is like a self-care action where you take your name and then you think of one self-care thing that you want to do with each letter of your name. And it could be anything, like, right? Like you can, as long as the sentence starts with it or the letters in there anywhere, it's like a lot of creative license to do whatever you want with these letters. And anyways, I was looking at it, Googling it for ideas, and I didn't realize there is actually a National Lisa Day. I don't know why, but anyways, so I thought L could be, in case you were thinking like, what can I do for self-care? This might help spark ideas for you. I was like, Lucky could be cuddle time. So Lucky, as you know, always has that problem with overlooking and over grooming himself. So I put the cone on him. And then as you can see over here, number 2, somehow he always gets the cone off if I'm not like constantly watching him. So I bought this cute little shirt. There's this woman that makes shirts for Abyssinians because their bodies are just a little more elongated and thin. And so it actually kind of works. I think it keeps them a little warm because it like seems to trap in the heat. Anyways, he hates the shirt. So this is just my Lucky update for you. So and then so obviously, so the I in is for ice cream for breakfast. I said for my self-care. And let's be real, I just do that anytime I feel like it. And then the S is, I said snack on a piece of cheesecake, which cheesecake is like my favorite dessert. And for A, I said act something, because you know how much I love to throw things away. So I was super excited to see this come into my inbox to letting me know that the cozyclubgetaway.com has expired. So Molly and I talked about this. I told her, she like wanted to host another in-person getaway next year in Florida, in Orlando. And I was like, absolutely not. No way. So I told her, if you want the URL, you can have it, but she didn't want it. So, I talked about this before. I had a wonderful time meeting people, but it is not one of my, I like love organizing and scheduling things, but for some reason, it's just not one of my strengths running an event. Like it's really hard. And not in that like fun, thriving kind of way. It was just kind of stressful because I was like so worried to make sure everyone had a good time and they were happy and we were doing things they wanted, and that I screwed up the restaurant reservation, like silly little things like that. Anyways, being an event planner is no joke. So that is definitely something I'm axing. And I would love to see just like my roommate reunion, I would love to see everyone from there again, but not like in a format where I have to schedule anything. Just somewhere out in the world, or maybe we can all meet up at another event, something where I don't have to like be responsible for anything. So that was my monthly recap. So let's get into August. I always like to just show the whole year, just so you can see the year at a glance. I know we are like more than halfway through 2024. It went by so fast. So August has 31 days in it. It's basically kind of the end of summer. Some people are getting ready to go back to school. And then September will like fully be into fall. So it's time to pick one goal. My one goal is just the AI selfies. So I am kicking off. So next week, AI Selfies 101 kicks off. It's free. It's a free 3-day course. So if you haven't signed up yet, make sure to go to my website and go to freebies and you'll see it there. And then the upsell from that will be a full-on course, AI Glow Up. So we'll talk about how to make AI selfies and how to make them pretty and make them themed and everything. And I really honestly don't know what that's going to look like. So I'm going to work on that this weekend. I was thinking maybe it's a membership because AI tools are always changing. But realistically, like just for me, I don't think I can run two memberships at once. Like it's already a lot of work just to run Planner Pixies. I can't imagine running another membership. So I don't know if it'll be a membership. Maybe it'll just be a one-time fee, and then we'll just have refresher courses every quarter. I'm really not sure how that will look like. So need to think about that more, especially because like I said, it took like a year for AI tools to really get updated. So I don't really feel like a month, like there'd be something that spectacular that would happen between one month and the next that would make a difference. But there's only so much material I can cover. And then maybe each month has a different theme. Like maybe we have mermaids one month, like you want to look like a mermaid on your channel or on your images, or maybe the next month we have pinup girls where you want to look like a pinup girl. I don't know. I'm not really sure because the AI selfies are very individualistic versus just making, if we all made a mermaid planner, we could all make the same exact one. It doesn't have to, look like us. So anyways, I need to give it a little more thought. I should have I will have an answer by this time next week. And like I always say, create a wish list. So for learning, mine has not changed. I'm still just doing text to AI images. I did sign up for a class. So I am not good at flourishing. I'm just not. And whenever I do flourish, I just kind of look at what other people have done. I'm not really sure. And I also just wanted to support this person, Young Hae Chung, because she's Korean. And she teaches copper plate, Spencerian, and she has a flourishing class. So I thought I'd try this. I haven't really taken a calligraphy class in, I want to say 10 years. It's been a long time. So she runs this. I think the lessons just drop on her. She has Kajabi, and then she has like 2 live sessions. So yeah, so we'll see. If you want to take this class with me, you can sign up at her website. I think it's only $349. So yeah, you do need to know how to do copperplate or Spencerian, I think, before you do it. I'm not really sure, but I don't know Spencerian. I actually don't like Spencerian. It's like the American version of calligraphy. And then copperplate, it's called English roundhand. It's like the British version, which I just prefer much better. I think it just looks nicer. So anyways, you just have to know either one. This word right here, flourishing, that is in Spencerian. If you look at that, it's not copperplate. So anyways, wish list number 2 is creating. I took out planner pop-up shops only because 2 things. One, I really need to rethink this. The bonuses inside of the planner pop-up shop. One, I used to make them in Photoshop, which who needs Photoshop? No one needs Photoshop. You can make all these like social media graphics in Canva now. The second thing is my Etsy SEO tips are no longer, I don't know if they're useful because there was this whole thing where Etsy said they were going to get rid of Google Analytics integration. I don't know if that's really true. I haven't even looked into that. So anyways, so because of that, those are 2 of the main, there's like 6 bonuses or 7 bonuses inside of there, but those are 2 of them. And I just feel like I need to revisit that again and kind of reconsider like what's really useful to people versus just cranking out the same stuff over and over again. So anyways, what else? New courses, AI selfie. So that's kind of it for creating. And then for achieving, nothing's really changed. I say copperplate calligraphy, but I think I really meant to say flourishing because I'm going to learn how to flourish. So my August word has not changed. It's still grounding. I feel much better just going back to going back to the beginning where I'm using Podia again, going back to the beginning where I'm just doing basic designs and thinking about building things from the ground up. So, I forgot to mention, I did get rid of all of the dated planners. So that was like a huge weight that has been lifted. So those are gone too. You can still buy that in a pack, but those are totally gone. And my to-do list. So when I said going back to basics, I really like my one habit is just making a to-do list. Like you'd think like I would have mastered this by now, but I have not. So that's why I said this is kind of something basic. So I used to use ClickUp, and I still use ClickUp really just to track subscriptions. Anytime I create a project in there, I personally never go back and look at it. Like, I say I'm going to look at it. I think about looking at it. Sometimes I look at it for reference, but I don't like actually look at it, and like I'm never motivated to like do something. Google Tasks and Google Calendar have been better just for me, and I don't know if that's just how my brain works. I bought this replay, and so I love Julie Chanel. She is part of the Funnel Gorgeous team, and she's just, I think, a genius with marketing. Every time she says something, I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense. And so anyway, so she had this productivity thing, and I had FOMO. So I registered for the live session, but I like literally cannot stand attending live sessions because people are so long-winded like me. I want to watch it in double speed or triple speed just to be more efficient. And so anyways, her replay, I thought she would just give the replay for free, but she was like, no, you have to pay $7 for it. So I was like, okay, well, let me pay $7. Because usually when she says stuff, I'm like, oh my God, it's so like earth shattering. And it really wasn't. But I would just want to say, it's not that she was bad. It just wasn't earth shattering for me because, and I have to remember this, anytime I take a productivity class, and this has just been my experience because I'm single without kids. And when I take a productivity class from somebody who has children, it is always a massively like huge waste of my time because the problems and issues they have, I don't have them. Like their stressors and like things that they have to do, it's like night and day, right? Like I don't have to worry about feeding other people. I don't have to worry about their special diets. I don't have to chauffeur like 2 or 3 kids around to 20 different activities and buy them, you know, new clothes for the fall. Like it's just not on my radar. And when you're a mom, it makes sense. That's like it takes up the majority of your time. And yes, I am a kitty mom. And, you know, honestly, being a kitty mom does take up time, even though it's just a cat, right? Like the cat eats at 9, and then at 1, he gets kitty soup. And then at 4, he gets a kitty snack. And then at 7, he gets kitty dinner. And at night, he gets kitty kit. Like it's like a whole schedule that I have to work around. But anyways, so my point is, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't for me. Like, and every time, it's just like a good reminder, like anytime I see a mom talking about anything, it doesn't apply to me and it's not helpful. But I did learn 2 things from this. One, Google Taskboard Premium is something you can pay for. I don't know. I didn't know you could pay for it. It's like $3.99 a month. I don't know if it's worth it because I right now barely even use Google Tasks. And then also, I think that was it. It's mostly for teams. So you can do some sharing and then you can have like tasks within a task that you can break down. And then she talked about sacred time. I shouldn't say this is something I learned. This was something I laughed at mostly because I was like, I guess if you're a mom, you need to set aside 2 hours every day for yourself. I basically, my entire day is for myself. My whole life is like for myself. So anyways, I just thought that was kind of funny. So that was the one productivity thing I tried to attend this month. And yeah, so we talked about this. My one habit is that. Oh, and I bet it's 150 days without any caffeine. I'm really surprised. Like I don't miss it. And you know, I kept saying like it doesn't affect me, but clearly if my anxiety is getting better, maybe it was the caffeine. I don't know, but I am continuing to avoid it just in case it was the caffeine. And honestly, I think I'm saving some time and some money because just going to the coffee shop, even though I say I only went 2 or 3 times a week or sometimes once a week, it takes up time. And obviously, every time you go, a latte is like $100 nowadays. I feel like they just keep raising the price. So anyways, that was my stop doing habit, I guess. And my routine is kind of the same. Although last night I was up late, so I didn't wake up until like 8:30 or 9 today. So that was a little off. What else? Yeah, no real big deadlines. So this month I have Fearless Flourishing, which I'm taking as a student and I'm excited for. I think it'll be fun. That starts next Monday. And AI Selfies, which I am teaching as a new freebie, starts out next Monday. And I'm just excited because it's been a really long time since I've had a 101 like freebie course. And I don't know if anyone remembers. So when I originally did 101 courses, they were always 5 days long. Because it made sense to me, right? Like Monday through Friday, it's a work week, let's do 5 days. But I think people are getting fatigued, and not only are challenges like almost non-existent, but most people are just doing one webinar and that's it. But I'm still going to break it down into 3 different days. And I'm going to try, I really would like to go live for those and see how that works. But I've noticed that the people showing up live have been like less and less in the last few years. So I don't know if people just don't have time. But yeah, so I might just release those as videos. So no dates for August, except that I'll be releasing the AI stock images by the 31st. You get 4 Monday Eve emails. And August, there's really not a lot going on. I have National Planner Day, which is today, so Sticker Camp is on sale. National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day, which is really just, I only eat raw cookie dough because I don't know, I just don't like cooked cookies or baked cookies that much. And then the AI Selfie 101 starts on Monday, and then yeah, stock images. So that's pretty much it. Also, I found this, I usually print out or paste in the calendar from Punk Post, but they didn't make one this month. However, I went to this thing called Printables, like pit bulls underneath here, and they had like, I think 57 different monthly layouts. It was really cute. So in case you're looking for a monthly layout or some ideas, that was a really great site. And then here is your August checklist. And that's pretty much it. And I realized that I didn't turn the link for the workbook live, so I'll do that later today. And that's kind of it. Look at that. I took almost a whole hour. I thought it would be 30 minutes. I hope everyone's having a wonderful and fabulous start to their August. And I will see all of you next Monday, hopefully, for Selfies 101. All right. Bye.